Hello there. My name is Alex Mishkovich, President and CEO of Terra Balcanica Research Corp. Welcome to another technical webinar where we're going to present the latest findings from our Serbian license called Ceovishte. Joining me on the call is our principal geologist, Sam Mon, who will be delineating the work done so far and plans over the course of next 2 quarters. Ceovishte is a very exciting property, and we are proud to have it as a part of our portfolio. It is located in the historic Raška district of southern Serbia and is highly prospective for epithermal, and as you will see soon, hopefully, porphyry style mineralization. Please take time to read our forward-looking statements. And at this point, I'm going to pass it over to Sam to, as I mentioned, outline the exciting discovery that we've just made in northwestern segment of our license, as well as the plans for the next 2 or 3 months. Over to you, Sam.
Cheers, Alex. So the Ceovishte license, just over 80 kilometers squared in southern Serbia, and it's within the historic Raška district, as Alex just mentioned. We're actually located proximal to Adriatic Metals Rudnica copper gold porphyry deposit. The geology is typified by neogene intermediate intrusive rocks that have emplaced within ultramafic ophiolitic rocks of the West Vardar ophiolite belt. Terra Balcanica is focused on the previously overlooked northern extent of our license, where our recent work and prospecting has identified 2 possible mineralization styles. Firstly, a copper and silver porphyry style quartz vein hosted mineralization, and also a high-grade gold arsenic plus or minus bismuth cobalt epithermal mineralization. So our recent work program involved a soil sampling campaign where we completed a 100 by 100 meter grid with infill over the known gold occurrence. We undertook rock chip sampling and alteration mapping, focusing on locating porphyry style alteration facies, which we then later sent for microscopy for confirmation. In summary of our results, we successfully characterized known gold occurrences, and the known gold occurrence here labeled as drill target, and also one in the northwest here. But we also revealed an over 900 meter wide strike length new anomaly, which is multi-element for gold, silver, arsenic, bismuth, copper, and tellurium, which remains open to the northeast here. We followed up with some rock chips in this area and successfully sampled copper and gold mineralization adjacent to this new anomaly in the north. The alteration mapping that we undertook identified and confirmed potassic alteration. Now, key to this story is the potassic alteration. We have a diorite host rock, which is plagioclase hornblende, biotite, and quartz bearing, with hydrothermal magnetite, hematite, and also secondary biotite. Now, this has been locally overprinted by sericitic alteration and local chloritization. You can see here in the microscopy photos, we have magnetite and secondary biotite, along with fine-grained K-feldspar and quartz. Now, notes from the microscopy indicate that the hematite and magnetite formed in the same hydrothermal event as pyrite and chalcopyrite formed within these, disseminated within these diorites. Also within these rocks is fine-grained arsenopyrite bismuthinite, which indicates a genetic link to the epithermal mineralization that hosts high gold grades. Looking at the known gold occurrence, we have over 200 meters of strike length of anomalous and high-grade gold, copper, and silver mineralization, which are all present within these potassic altered diorites. We can follow that in historic adits for over 100 meters down dip. Everything in this area here is dipping to the north-northeast underneath an ultramafic cover. but we can extend known mineralization 100 meters into that hill by using these historic zones of mineralization, where they also reported 3 to 4 meters of bonanza grade gold and silver. Taking a look at some of the mineralization and what it looks like, we have zones of supergene enrichment where we have, within the quartz diorites that are potassically altered, we have veining of malachite, tenorite, and local azurite as well. Now, these have formed around original porphyry style quartz, copper, sulfide mineralization. Adjacent to these, we also have residual quartz, which is after the near total leaching of massive sulfides that you can see in the photographs here. And some of these grades reach in excess of 50 grams per ton gold on surface. Some of the epithermal veining is quartz arsenopyrite and quartz iron oxide or scorodite on surface. Now, these also host good gold grades above 10 grams per ton gold in the sample you can see just here. Now, this forms in the same potassic altered diorites as we're seeing the copper mineralization. So it's almost as if our system has telescoped or collapsed onto the porphyry style mineralization. Now, it's important for us to know where we have our ultramafic rocks and our prospective intrusions. And now that's what we can use our soil geochemistry for. In the left-hand image, you can see a combination of elements that typify ultramafic rocks. And you can see a high zone here, here, and here, which also matches a topographic feature, which is an arcuate ridge coming around here. But importantly, you can see that this area is non-ultramafic rocks, especially this area, which is our main zone of mineralization. Using a different group of elements, you can see that the main zone, where we know there's high gold and copper grades, lights up using this element assemblage. What's good to now know is this area in the northeast has a similar geochemical signature as that main zone and is also surrounded by an arcing ridge of gold anomalism, shown by these yellow dots here, which were soil samples. This zone is also still open to the northeast. When we combine that with the topography, you can see we have a depressed center here, an arcuate ridge coming around, forming an annular structure which has gold mineralization or evidence of gold mineralization in the soil around this feature. It has a similar geochemical signature to the main zone, where we've sampled over 1% copper, over 50 grams gold. So this gives us a large target area in this northwest to conduct more prospecting and future work. In terms of our exploration plans, we will be commencing our maiden diamond drilling program in the main zone of the Ceovishte mineralization here, drilling to intercept both the historic sulfide mineralization that they mention in the adits and what we have also sampled on surface, which is shallowly dipping to the northeast. Once this has been confirmed by drilling, we may follow up with geophysics to connect our southern occurrences and our northern occurrences through that topographic depression. And we will continue to generate a pipeline of drill targets at Ceovishte through mapping and rock chip sampling. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you, Sam. This was excellent, very informative. As you can see, the Ceovishte target yields itself to immediate drilling. The current slide shows the area where Terra Balcanica is poised to conduct its preliminary maiden drilling of the Ceovishte license. This is likely going to happen in Q3 of this year. Let me just emphasize one more time that our primary focus at the moment remains in Bosnia, via Gorzanic project, where we have completed stage 1 of phase 2 drilling on the high-grade polymetallic silver-dominated epithermal target called Ceovishte, and the team is currently being redeployed onto the Brezheny porphyry target, as well as the confirmed gold scar mineralization on top. Obviously, all of these things are very exciting for us. There's going to be a pipeline of press releases and coming up in the next month or two that highlight all of these activities. So 2023 certainly remains as a pivotal year for our company, and very excited about the pipeline of targets. Obviously, we don't have a shortage of those. It's just now a matter of systematically going after each and every one and confirming what our detailed, meticulous targeting work so far has shown as valid. Plenty of polymetallic targets, basically exploring different portfolio of elements, everything from precious metals, as you can see here, to more critical energy needed base metal assembly like we have in Vyogorzanik. For further updates, please stay tuned. Visit us at our website, terrabalresources.com. Feel free to send us an email, either to me or to Sam directly, if you have any technical questions and inquiries. And we will be coming up with more technical webinars in the next 30 to 45 days. Thank you so much, and so long.